We're gonna be doing two things today. One is gonna be winterizing our Ozark Everbearing strawberries. It's getting down to 10 degrees tonight. And also, we're gonna be introducing you to my California Giants. And these are the same giant strawberries that we see in our grocery stores. We're gonna be potting those up and getting ready for that Arctic frost that's about to come through. Georgia Zone 8A. It's getting cold down here tonight. Now, I'm really excited about getting my hands on these California Giants. I wanna show you just how large these things are. That's at least 2 1/4, and that's on average size of these. Gonna go to another one. But we're gonna be potting these up, and that's what I have right here. This year I started off with 4 Ozark Everbearing strawberries, and they produce so many runners, I know I have at least 20 or 30 plants of those, but the berries are nowhere near this size. Here I've had these sitting in some peat moss for a couple of days until I was able to get to them. And these I didn't even put in the peat moss, I just let them continue to root. 1, 2, 3 plants in there. And again, we're gonna get all these potted up today. Got 1, 2, and then this one here is starting to root, so that's 3 there. I was just letting this drape over into another cup of water without getting the leaves wet. I know I have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 already in the peat moss, and we're gonna be removing all of this, taking that peat moss, putting it into our potting mix. And these are gonna go into the garage for the winter. The temperature is gonna be dropping down to about 10 degrees tonight. And while at the same time, I wanted to get these potted up, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my Ozark Everbearings, and we're gonna winterize those. These here, once again, these are my California Giants, and they're June bearings. And these produce those same strawberries that we see in the grocery stores. We're gonna go ahead and get these potted up. Now, ideally, all of this should have been done in August. The planting, fertilizing, because strawberries are heavy feeders. Even though these plants are small, in order to produce those large berries that we want, especially these California Giants, they like lots of nitrogen. And surprisingly, you're talking about something in the nature of 13, 13, 13 if you were doing synthetics. But being that I'm into organic gardening, I'm gonna be using some blood meal, some bone meal, and a little bit of muriate of potash. And along with that, I'm gonna be mixing in some worm castings. And then we're just gonna put them in the garage, and we're gonna let these go dormant for the rest of the winter. Now, because I'm potting these up and putting them into a temporary home, I'm basically gonna be using some potting soil that I had and 50% of our sphagnum peat moss. We got little 4-inch cups that we're gonna be transplanting over to. Those out of the way. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of this vermiculite in there. Now with the vermiculite, that helps maintain moisture in your potting mix. So like I said, we're gonna be getting down to 10 degrees tonight. So I'm trying to get as much done today as I possibly can. And that's our mix right there. Get them all potted up. Right here. Going to add a little bit of our worm castings in there. And that's a 1/2 cup. But just give them a little something to get a little kick of the blood meal. All of this should have been done in August. And they would have enough stored up energy going into the wintertime. By the time they come out of dormancy, they'll be ready to start producing those good luscious berries that we're so accustomed to. Here we got a little bone meal. Bone meal is going to help establish those roots over the winter time and also promotes flowers. And we're going to throw a tablespoon of the muriate of potash in there. Put that back in there. So I have at least 13 of those California giant strawberries in bare root. So we're gonna go ahead and start potting those up. We're gonna set them to the side, and then we're gonna get over to winterizing our Ozark Everbearing strawberries.
Live it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I count a roll. Switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly just in time, know the right way to go. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me so high, you always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe, you're like a centerfold. Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat, tested by the motion, loving is the
First thing we're gonna do here, we're gonna cut that runner off, but we're gonna leave maybe an inch on that side there. I'm gonna go ahead and clip this off. We're gonna make sure that we keep the crown above. Just want the roots in there. We're gonna place that down in our growing medium. Pack them down a little bit. That's one. Go ahead and pull these out. Just want those roots in there. Keep that crown above. And that's two of them we got done. Take this one here. All those look like some good branches. We'll take this one little piece here off. That's what we have. This looks pretty good there.